Knowing that Shorty doesn't respect me, especially at this point 3 years later, it's downright frustrating.
What do you hear him saying?
That he's upset. Instead of like hearing what I'm actually saying, he'll say, oh, well, you act like I just sit at home all day and don't even do nothing. That's not what I said.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I think you all are talking about branches, but you're not talking about roots.
Mm-hmm.
If the person brings all of themselves to the conversation and you bring all of yourself to the conversation, is that good in its present state? Is it good enough? I've decided to change things up a bit. There'll be no first dates. Everyone will be going on repeat dates. Choose the person that you're currently dating, or you can bring back someone that you've dated before. Mr. Alfonso, let's start with you.
If I had to pick one, the last day I went on. Tanisha.
Okay.
You like her because you don't remember no name.
Who would you like to go out on a second date with?
The only person that I had a genuine and good conversation with was Asar.
I knew she was gonna say him.
I'm going to pick Chris. I just want to talk to him.
Let me see. Sheree. My Asian.
Okay.
I guess I'll go out with Tavy again.
You can have that. You can have it. I hope it is a love connection. That's what you want, have it.
We still have some kinks here and there, but I see you making the effort. Is it time to move on, or is it time to put a ring on it?
I really feel like it's time to put my foot down, and I haven't before. A lot of times, I just fall back. We're gonna make this thing work. We gotta establish respect first.
Everything I say upsets and triggers you.
Is your level of respect. You gon' watch how you talk to me. Do I get in that tone with you? Hell nah. If that energy is like that, I can't do it. I shut down.
I definitely don't think it's just me. I think that's a two-way thing. The respect that I need is you to be present and willing to participate in the conversation in a real way. Do you think that you have been fairly coming back to me on your own to initiate the conversations that you asked to put on hold?
Oh yeah.
I disagree.
I don't got time for the childish and petty games and stuff like that.
So you don't have time to participate in them either?
Shorty's biggest issue is that she don't acknowledge my strength. She don't acknowledge my worth. She don't acknowledge how much I've helped and how much I've contributed. What can I just do overall for you, you know?
Stop lying. We have very different mindsets. Are you ready to get married as is? My answer to that question is no. I am not committed to staying with you for 100 years when you're not giving me what I want.
I'm open to having fun. Dressed real nice, she looked real good. She came to play no game. I haven't been on a second date with anybody, so it's the first. You done broke the mold.
I'm loyal. Loyal.
Right.
It's just...
I get it. You like the eyes?
He's liking me. He's liking the vibe, but he's respecting the boundaries, as he should, but...
I'm learning a lot. She helped me see the errors of my ways and gave some good tips to fix it, you know? I appreciate it for her.
You're a great guy.
Don't tell her that.
You're a great guy.
I be trying to tell her that I'm great.
Because you got all this temptation in front of you. Hopefully we can hang out again.
Well, after this date with Tanisha, I resisted any temptation that she may have caused. That's a good thing. She's a very great girl, beautiful girl. And I'm proud of myself. I kept the boundaries. I will let you know if it'll be a third.
A minute in time, the moment is ours, the house alone.
I'm choosing to take my age out on a second date because I downplayed the first date. The more and more I go through this process, the more and more I know I need to express myself and be true to my feelings, and I'm for that.
I have been thinking about Kenneth because there's this whole mystery thing about him. I'm really surprised that Kenneth wanted a second date because being that I know his girlfriend.
My Asian energy is good. It is like a breath of fresh air. She got the juice to seduce.
What's the worst thing you can say you've been through in life?
My transition when I was in high school, from moving from Louisiana to Atlanta. It was the best decision she could ever made for us.
It was like a blessing in disguise. Sometimes God may take something from you to give you something bigger or better.
And that's interesting.
The chemistry is there. I can't say that enough. I just can't wait to see what else there is of Kenneth.
I'm like on a natural like high. My age just reassured me like that the world is so big and you don't have to just be content. I really enjoyed this date though, like for real.
Me too. I really love your personality. I do. I can see us having some real fun conversations, times.
Likewise.
I didn't feel like I gave that date a fair chance. Good to see you again.
Good to see you.
Morning. I'm pretty open right now.
I liked wine taste, so this is perfect.
Yeah.
Get you hopefully a little bit more tipsy and then a little bit more like talkative.
It's been a couple of weeks now since I have seen Otis, and during our first date, I felt like the conversations were a little surface level, trying to figure out what could we both obviously get from this situation.
Good, how are you?
Good.
Looking nice?
Thank you.
Going on another date with Chris also gives me a chance to clear up all the confusion regarding the comment that Otis made about me being weak.
A good second date and a future third date. I'm not surprised we're going on a second date. I thought we had a good time the first date. I thought we vibed well. I mean, I definitely thought there was interest there, but this time I'm trying to kind of dig in a little bit deeper. I like her, so yeah, I'm willing to see what's up. What does your family think about you going through this process?
They think I'm crazy. We're going through it.
Yeah.
So is it easy for you, getting women here? Do they throw themselves at you?
When I put my mind to it, I guess it can be easy.
So you typically get what you want?
I definitely have my guard up with Chris because he definitely seems like a bad boy. I want to be true to process and want to give him a chance.
What do you not feel like you're getting from your relationship that makes you curious about what I have to say?
The first day you were just very honest.
I'm keeping all my stories to myself.
Why?
Until a third date happens. Yeah.
I've learned a few things from our process.
So how is she taking you going on more dates?
It is what it is. We know it's a part of the process, right?
Okay.
I mean, I say the same. The biggest thing, though, as long as those guys are treating her the right way on those dates and not tripping, we cool.
He felt that it was because you probably thought that I was weak.
Of course he would say that I think you're weak.
Why you say that?
Because he don't want you going on a second date.
Chris's response was exactly what I wanted to hear from him. But I honestly don't need a man to tell me that I'm not weak.
If I thought that you were a weak person, I wouldn't be attracted to you, to be honest. I don't look at it. I look at it as, I like you. There's a real attraction there. You just so happen to have a boyfriend that you kind of working through things with. Whenever you get that situation figured out, you know how to reach me.
He definitely redeemed himself on this date. I would probably consider another date with him.
The last date with Tavy felt like I was cheating on Ken, but I'm gonna push all that stuff to the back of my mind and just have fun.
This is date 4?
Is this date 4?
It's date 4. I thought I was gonna see you at the last date.
I thought I wasn't gonna see you after the last date too.
I feel Shorty's definitely interested in me because she wouldn't be here on the 4th date, but now I need to really see and dig in on what's going on and what she's trying to do and see where her thought process is after the last date.
As much respect as I want and I demand all the time, I haven't really been treating him with the utmost
Same
respect.
things, yeah. Now you kind of know what to do moving forward in the next relationship or the next situation that you get into.
Tavy has showed me that my desire to control people and put expectations on them has led me to be where I am right now. I really need to allow people to be who they are and then gravitate towards the people that I vibe with, rather than picking a person and then trying to mold them.
What's the timeline that you are willing to give?
That's always been my ultimate question. How much time? Yeah, when is enough enough?
Where do I stand in this process, I guess you could say?
For the rest of this process, I'm about to put the focus on myself, on fixing myself. He's trying to make the necessary changes, but if I don't, then what's gonna happen is we're gonna get to the finish line and I'm gonna still be blaming him. He definitely fits into the part of my life of wanting to push myself outside of the box. I'm so up and down in my emotions with my relationship with Ken that I'm getting to the point where I just want to choose me.
I'm not gonna say I'm not, like, you know, sad. It's disappointing to hear. I know it's only been 4 dates, but those 4 dates, everything's been fun, great vibes, great conversation. To get to this point now where I invested that, I kind of got set up.
I'm really nervous that Asara's probably not gonna show up. Mainly because during our first date, we had a little mishap. Good to see you. Oh. Man, thank you. You're not about to show up.
I'm a little confused from the, last episode.
I know. I owe you a major apology. I definitely could have handled that a lot differently.
Apology accepted.
Thank you. I do want to say, though, on top of the apology, thank you as well for, trying to control the situation. I appreciate you looking out for me. That means a lot.
You blew up.
What is a scent that you would pick for me?
That's easy. Lavender.
Lavender because of the shirt or lavender because of myself?
No, lavender makes you calm. We need you to be calm.
I want to get you something rosy where it smells good all the time.
Smell me because I'm actually eating rose right now.
It's kind of like chemistry, just smell it as you go.
Be honest.
Our chemistry is bad right now.
Are you willing to step out to see,
Take a chance and take a step out, leave? I would say that I'm happy, but I'm not happy with certain elements. Of course, there are things that I feel like.
Sounds like you need to change the player. That's what you need to do.
All of the sessions that we've had with is more so about me, bettering myself and bettering how I feel before even getting into another relationship. And also continuing moving forward with this one. I'm hoping everything works out, but if not, my next relationship will definitely score a jewel.
Well said. But I'm the jewel that you need.
This process taught me so much about Shay that I don't think I'd be ready to entertain anyone else. If I wasn't to make it with Fonzo, I'd really focus on myself. Asar is such a likable guy. I could see Asar as being a really good partner. I thought it was cute. What would you name my candle?
Asar.
I'ma burn this candle around Fonzo, and when he get to tripping, be like, you see it, you smell Asar.
Going into the group session, I'm feeling very discouraged. I'm definitely not feeling good about the fact that we're this far along in the process and nowhere near closer to going down the wedding aisle.
Well, it was a good date, good conversation, had drinks, and it was fun. It was cool.
Okay. What'd you learn about yourself?
That I could fight temptation.
What was tempting?
Oh, because she's a nice looking girl.
Okay. Miss Shay?
I mean, I'm proud of him. I'm so proud, because she's a pretty girl, from the time.
Go on and tell him.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
What you got was vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
What we used to get was puffed up.
Correct.
Here's the trick. That's a lot of responsibility.
Mm-hmm. I'm ready for it.
Privilege.
Mm-hmm.
It was a really good vibe again. I did, though, start by apologizing to him.
So you had fun on the date?
He has the potential to be a really good man, a really good partner to someone. He has potential. He was a good guy. If Fonzo and we don't work out, the one thing about this process that I learned is I need to focus more on myself. If we don't work out, I'm not interested in jumping into something else that feels good at the moment, because essentially that's all it is. You'll be taking my mind away from closing this chapter.
Look at you, Miss Shay.
Trying to tell you.
Look at you.
Right now, Fonzo and I, we're riding high in this process. However, till Fonzo really confronts the situation relating to his family, there is no way the two of us are ready for marriage.
Miss Shorty.
My fourth date with Tavy was good. We just had a bite to eat and just kind of caught up over, the past dates that we had. At that point, I just let him know what's up, I'm trying to work it out with Ken. I'm trying to work it out until the last moment of working it out. So despite the connection, it's not making me want to jump ship at this moment. I am not feeling hopeful, but I don't know if I'm quite ready to just give up either.
Tell me how the date went.
It was real nice. Told her flat out, look, I downplayed you a little bit. I downplayed you a lot.
Are you glad that you gave her a second date?
I am. To see another female, this girl was she was happy to see me, trying to win. It was just good to be feeling good, and it was just a good reality check.
You just gonna sit here and just really brown nose her while I'm sitting right here next to you? The first date wasn't all that, but this one was all that? Okay.
Almost tried to put my mind like I wasn't even in a relationship. I wanted her to hear that and I wanted it to hurt. I wanted to hurt her a little bit with that.
You had to act like you were not in a relationship in order to have a good time on your date? All right, keep acting like you're not in a relationship and you might really find yourself not in a relationship.
Going through this process with Shorty, I thought my future was looking good with us as far as us being together, but after everything that's going on now, I just don't know anymore.
Shorty, what you think?
I'm glad that he's being more honest this time about having a good time. Sounds like he might have had an okay time the first time too. You can work with honesty. If somebody's saying something and you know that's the truth, then you know what you're working with.
Wine tasting was right up my alley. I love wine. She was cool. Conversation was good.
When you went out with her the first time, I think I remember something like you thinking you might not have given your full attention or really a fair. What do you think was different this time?
I was 5 dates into this process now.
You went out with Chris for a second time.
Yes. He's really cool and laid back. The date went really well. He just is very comfortable and sure of himself, and I saw more of that this date than I did the first date. It's attractive.
What did you learn about yourself on this date?
Well, I already knew I wasn't weak, but he said, no, I don't think that about you at all. That's one of the reasons why I like you, because I think you're dope. But it was a good date.
Well, thank you all for sharing. This week's dates are your final dates. You can continue getting to know the same person on another date, or you cannot go on a date and focus on your own relationship. So, Alfonso, let's start with you. You went out on a second date with Tanisha. Would she be getting a third?
Ooh. No, I'd rather just chill and focus on us.
Okay. Will he get a third date?
I would want Fonzo to take me on a date. I don't want Fonzo to feel like, oh, he's just completely out of the woods, because that's not the truth.
I would love to go on a date with my baby.
Will she get a third date?
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna give her a third date. I just really want to focus on what I have right now, truthfully.
Will he get a fifth date, or would you like to focus on your relationship?
At this point, I'm gonna Give poor Tavy a break. He voiced that he wants a little more, and I think that he deserves it. And I know that I'm not in a situation to give it to him, so.
You went out on a second date with Chris. Will he be getting a third date?
I would like to focus on my relationship with Mr. Otis. I think we've been doing really good lately. So I'm happy about that. I would like to have a closure date with Chris.
I just can't imagine what it is you need to close with this guy. I feel like you could just move on and we can get back to us. I just don't see the point here. I really don't. I think Sheree deserves a third date.